Hello, hello, hello. I have a headache, and it's one of those headaches you can't really sleep off. So I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do for the next few hours? And I'm like, oh, right, Final Fantasy XIV. And I said I was probably gonna stream tonight, which people probably anticipated like 6 p.m., 8 p.m. No, it is 12:26 a.m. More. Perfect time to stream Final Fantasy XIV anyways. Everyone's trying to, go to bed if they have a regular life and regular sleeping patterns. And here I am on a beautiful Saturday night, Sunday morning, playing a fucking MMO. Yeah, anyways. Welcome to Final Fantasy Academy. Oh my god, it's fucking... a little bit of a dumb inside joke. Don't worry about it. Shut up. Why is that the first thing I see? Exactly. Why is that the first fucking thing we have to see? Yeah, it's just a fucking Final Fantasy XIV event. No one cares. Except other Final Fantasy XIV players, of course, which is pretty much my entire chat is composed of right now. But hey, I'm like the last one even fucking subscribed to the goddamn game still, because like we've entered that dead period of the expansion where like no one's excited to play it anymore. It's just the fucking dead patches until like the waiting line for the next expansion. Hopefully it's a good one. No, I liked Endwalker, but like, I don't know. I feel like Yoshida's been too busy working on Final Fantasy XVI, which is finally out, and everyone's playing it. And now he's got to spend like another year working on the PC port of the goddamn thing. And I don't know. A lot of us Final Fantasy XIV players are worried that the game is just going to be held together by a skeleton crew, a few paper clips and rubber bands, as if it already wasn't. And like there might be a little bit of more of a content drought. I don't know. But yeah, the Gold Saucer events usually aren't anything too exciting. I remember one year it was basically just a tutorial like, hey, welcome to the Gold Saucer, event completed. And it was the lamest shit ever. But this year it's got a little bit of a story to it, and just, you get a little bit of lore about the Gold Saucer. So we'll just go ahead and hop into it. You'll hear the clickety-clack of my keyboard. I'm gonna try for 30 volume. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I've been readjusting my volume for my games lately. So, trying out like different stuff for like audio balancing. As you can see, I'm fully gold. I'm golden. I needed some stupid fucking costume for this event. I wasn't gonna change out of my normal one. I didn't feel like it. Let's go ahead and turn the music on. It should have been like maybe the first thing I did. Turn off the chat. Now I have to put up with my terrible reading. As I live and breathe, is that Rickubus? What a pleasant surprise. You're that reporter, right? Kip, I honestly don't remember the last Gold Saucer event, so I can't remember if she was a part of it or not. Yes. Kippa Jakya, at your service, or rather, at the Raven's service, I suppose. I never had the chance to thank you properly for before. The article I wrote with your help drew eyes from across the realm and beyond to our tabloid. It was the highlight of my already illustrious career, and I'm overjoyed to see you again. Actually, I'm in need of help to write my latest piece, and since fortune has placed you before me, I wonder if you wouldn't lend me a hand. Your contribute, oh my god, why am I struggling on that word? Your contribution shall be much appreciated, I'm sure. Now then, the matter at hand is this invitation which was sent to the Raven's offices from the Gold Saucer. We have been asked to write a piece on the festivities currently underway at the establishment. Naturally, as the Raven's most senior reporter, I was chosen for this privileged task. I carry the reputation of my publication on my shoulders, and there's no shame in recruiting an assistant or two with whom to share the weight. I need someone with keen skills of observation and dazzling insight. Judging by your previous adventures, there is none more suited for this task than you, dear Rickubus. So how about it? Can I count on you? Very good. Well then, let's depart. To the Gold Saucer at once. The invitation states that a member of the staff awaits our arrival at the entrance square. So, I could just teleport to the Gold Saucer, but that's not as cool. I'm gonna do things the lore-friendly way. Now, if you're a fan of the Gold Saucer from Final Fantasy VII, well, it's in this game as well, but not as exciting, I suppose. Well, in an MMO sense, it's perfect. It gives you a Chuck E. Cheese activity to do between queues. Take me to the Gold Saucer. So the whole idea is like it's completely detached from actual currency within the game. You're just earning tokens, and you're using those tokens to buy a whole bunch of different rewards, usually vanity stuff. Mounts, minions, music, furniture, etc. So it's generally a fun little activity if you're a brand new player to the game, but if you're like me, you probably already have everything unlocked and you're like a loser with no life, so there's not really much reason for me to hang out in the Gold Saucer anymore. There you are, adventurer. Let's not keep our host waiting. Ah, you must be from the Raven. Allow me to welcome you personally to the Gold Saucer. Oh, I did not expect to see you there, Master Incubus. You are always welcome as our honored guest. An honored guest, is it? It seems I picked the right adventurer for the job. Master Incubus is helping you? Well, I must say, this gives the Raven a significant advantage. With your arrival, all of our guests are present now. If I could have but a moment of your time. Illustrious reporter of Eorzea, I welcome you one and all to the Gold Saucer. My name is Olier, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving as an attendant here. As you are very well aware, we are currently holding our most fabulous event of the year, the Make It Rain campaign. During its duration, guests may receive up to 50% more MGP, a currency which can be exchanged within these gilded walls for a bevy of fantastic goods. People of all stripes pour into the Gold Saucer during this event, eager to take their piece of the generous bounty we offer. However, some in Eorzea have yet to grace us with their patronage, which is why we have invited the most esteemed reporters in the realm to partake in our festivities and prepared sizable compensation for your resulting articles. Of course, a simple tour would hardly suffice to satisfy such curious minds as yours, so we have taken the liberty of preparing a little diversion for the occasion. Behold this masterful mammoth, made in the precise likeness of Godbert Mandeville. We have hidden 4 throughout the Gold Saucer, 1 in each section, excluding Chocobo Square. Yeah, poor Chocobo Square like gets ignored. People forget it even exists, because it's like one of the oldest activities in the game, and it kind of like needs to be improved upon because it's not really that fun. Use your keen reporter's senses to seek them out, and to the one who finds the most mammoths, we shall reward an exclusive interview with the man himself, President Godbert Mandeville of Mandeville and Mandeville, famed goldsmith and proprietor of dreams. No paper has ever succeeded in securing a personal interview with Godbert Mandeville. Can you believe our luck? He's right, an interview with Godbert Mandeville would draw more eyes to the Raven than news of another calamity. This isn't a competition to be taken lightly. The reward is worthwhile to be sure, but both Master Tharl and I have come here alone, while the Raven seems to have sent 2 reporters. I propose that the Harbor Herald and the Mithril Eye join forces. That would even the odds enough, methinks. I have no objection to that. To the winners go Mandeville's secrets. To the losers, pitiful ignorance. Let's keep our eyes well peeled, adventurer. Then let us make an addendum to the rules. In the case both teams find the same number of mammoths, the swiftest to return will be judged the victor. Now let the mammoth hunt begin. Search every corner of our establishment, and may you find the bounties you seek. If there are 4 wind-up Godberts hidden out there, we should each search for 2. You take Wonder Square and Round Square. I'll cover the remaining 2 sections, an equal division of labor. If anything happens, we can stay in touch via this link pearl. Now, let's find those mammoths and win that interview. A very, very simple event this year. Yeah, I'll take off the golden wings so I could actually like sprint around. There's one up there. Bad news, adventurer. It seems I wasn't quick enough to find the mammoth in Entrance Square. Please tell me you're faring better than I. Like, yeah. I ran up to a thing and interacted with it. I found one. I'll go find the other one. You found one, thank goodness. We're still in the running. I'll make haste to Event Square. Godspeed in finding your final mammoth. When I first started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I was like addicted to the Gold Saucer. I was like, wow, this is a really cool activity that I could like earn a bunch of shit in between like queuing for dungeons. And yeah, I just got all the rewards and just ran out of things to eventually get. And I did hit the MGP cap. What was the leap of faith? Let's do a little subversion. Now we're in the middle of a competition, but that could wait. Alright, now, leap of faith. Here's what went wrong with Gold Saucer as content, in my opinion, is that it turned into queues. Gold Saucer used to be a good place to like AFK and wait between queues. But now that like some of the content is instance itself, it's kind of harder to like wait for your daily queues for like dungeons and stuff, because yeah, you can't enter this unless you want to sacrifice your spot in the dungeon queue. So it just kind of defeated the point of Gold Saucer, in my opinion. God, I can't see. There's so many people jumping around. I hate Leap of Faith too. It's like the worst thing that you can get. Wait. There we go. I haven't done this. This is like one of the newest Leap of Faiths that they've added. Slifflands. Nothing over there. No! Okay, at least this is down here to catch me, because I don't want to start all the way at the beginning again. Fuck that. The Slifflands is like always like a cool map. You didn't really see the assets for it used like elsewhere. So I feel like generally like when they're doing the Leap of Faith and like adding new maps to it, they're taking like cool props, and they're I got greedy. I should have just went for the goal. This is I don't like Leap of Faith. The first iteration of it was like a vertical one that was like easy to climb up, but this is like more of a horizontal progression, and so it just sucks. They have removed some of the other gates that you can get in the Gold Saucer in favor of like adding more of these ones, and I'm just like, could you like please stop adding Leap of Faith and like actually make interesting content for the Gold Saucer? Interesting content this is not. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of Final Fantasy XIV platforming. There's like plenty of like little challenges here and there, like climbing Kugane Tower. But with the way platforming works in Final Fantasy XIV, it's kind of a little jank. What if I go over here? That's the goal up there. Like, there's like a specific technique when dealing with Leap of Faith that you should, most people should know before they attempt. Before you attempt like any risky jumps, you want to just touch the goal. Okay, let's turn off sprint. Now, if you're making jumps like this, like always kind of go like this, so like you have a wider range to kind of like hit the platform. Okay. That one's a little bit wider, so getting closer. "5 minutes remaining," like, the very first leap of faith I was able to like clear in like almost 2 minutes or so. I had like that down pretty good. And fucking my god, I hate this. I hate this. This is awful. What were they thinking? Okay, don't whiff the final jump. Okay, there we go. Right, so this is the goal right here. As long as you touch it and see that effect, then you could like go back and do like any risky jumps that you want. And since I failed, I'm sent all the way to the start. But because I touched that goal, it counts that I have just I have won it anyway, so I could just do this. I could leave the duty, and it counts as a completion. The Summer Tower. Yeah, Kugane was just like cool bragging rights, but they did tie like the 2 of the sightseeing logs to it. So it felt kind of necessary to do. Okay. Back to the Gold Saucer shenanigans. You find a wind-up Godbert. Yeah, Blue Mages like found out like Blue Mage self-destructing made the second part of the Kugane Tower sightseeing log easy to get because you have to like make a very precise jump off of the tower to land on a lamppost to get like that sightseeing log pisses so many people off because it's just always within sight, but it's impossible to get up there unless like you jump precisely from Kugane Tower. So people would just land on top of it, turn into a healer, and like let Blue Mages self-destruct underneath of it so that they could resurrect them. And then like they resurrect on top of the lamppost, defeating the whole point of doing Kugane Tower. That part is more stressful than the tower climbing itself. Adventure, good news this time. I found a mammoth in Event Square. You found yours too? Then it's settled. That interview is mine. Oh, is ours, of course. We must report to our victory to Allier at once. See you at Entrance Square. Welcome back. Mistress Jakya has informed me that you were able to find 2 mammoths. Yep, here you go. Indeed, exactly 2 likenesses. The final results are as follows. 3 mammoths found by the reporters of the Raven and 1 mammoth found by the reporters of the Mithril Eye and Harbor Herald. Which means that the Ravens shall be rewarded with an exclusive interview with Lord Mandeville. Congratulations to you both. Once you have sufficiently prepared yourselves, simply speak to me and I shall summon him forthwith. I trust you are ready for the interview. I shall call upon Lord Mandeville, so please wait here until his arrival. As for the Harbor Herald and the Mithril Eye, I ask you to follow me. While none are as knowledgeable as Lord Mandeville, our staff shall do their utmost to guide you upon an educational and, dare I say, entertaining journey of the Gold Saucer. You'll get so fucking sick of hearing that theme after a while. Anyone that like immediately tuned into the stream or the video is like gonna like hear the Gold Saucer theme and like immediately mute the video and forget they're even watching. Ho ho ho, apologies for the wait. I take it you're the eagle-eyed reporter from the Raven. Accompanied by none other than my old friend Rickubus, I see. You haven't decided to doff the mantle of adventurer in favor of a reporter's quill and ink, have you? No, I'm not a journalist, no. Lord Mandeville, 'tis a pleasure to make your personal acquaintance. My name is Kippa Jakya of the Raven, and I have the honor of penning this exclusive interview with your esteemed personage. This adventurer was kind enough to assist me on this project, so please consider him a temporary member of our staff. Hi. Very good, very good. I am overjoyed to host you both at my darling gold saucer. Naturally, I expect some initial awkwardness as I become accustomed to the process, but I shall do my utmost to bear both body and soul to your inquiries. Ask away. Your candor is much appreciated, Lord Mandeville. Now then, perhaps you might share with us some exclusive details regarding the gold saucer's creation? Oh ho ho, a simple question. I thought you might ask me to divulge the secrets of my family's peerless beauty, which has been carefully guarded for generations. Yes, well, I intend to get there in time, of course, but the objective of my article is to convey the charm of your establishment to my readers, and where better to start than with the tale of its inception. Only a reporter most masterful looks past the beauty of man to the beauty of what he has wrought. How delightful indeed! Come, allow me to give you the grand tour, whilst answering your question with pomp and circumstance. Let us head for the Aetherite Plaza, which rests in the heart of the Gold Saucer. From there, I shall guide and show you why House Mandeville's ingenuity knows no equal. Ingenuity. Blah, 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 blah. You can tell this is why I don't like streaming Final Fantasy 14, because a lot of words to read that I like. I know I could say them sometimes, and then other times I have like a brain lapse that's like, no, you forget how to pronounce this completely. You stream twice on days I'm doing con stuff. Your balls will go from blue to purple, you little fuck. Hi. Hey, Nano. Yeah, sorry. Allow me to welcome you anew to the Gold Saucer. I, Godbert Vanderville, am at your complete disposal. Simply tell me where you wish to go, and you shall have my personal escort. To the entrance square, which we're at right now, I'm pretty sure. "5 years after the 7th umbral calamity ravaged Eorzea, the Golden Saucer rose from the sands of Ul'dah, serving as a beacon for all in the realm who sought leisure and diversion. Where the calamity had dealt the city-state a grievous blow and each and every citizen had worked tirelessly to see their homes healed, I built the Gold Saucer to be a place where the beleaguered could forget their worries for a time and remember the feelings of smile upon their faces." A noble purpose, to be sure, especially considering the amount of your own wealth you poured into reconstruction efforts. To build a legendary monument of recreation during such trying times must have been a challenge, considering the resources and manpower necessary for such undertaking. That is exactly why it had to be done, to give work to hands robbed of purpose by disaster and thereby construct the backbone of a thriving economy. I owe a great debt to each and every person under my employ. It was only by their hard work and diligence that the Gold Saucer was able to aid Eorzea in her time of need. As the cactus weathers hot desert climes, so too did many of my workers preserve with They're always finding words. Whatever that word is. Spirit. For this reason, I chose the Sabotender as our mascot, which the appellation Senor as a sign of respect for their contributions. All of that being said, the Gold Saucer is no charity. Quite the opposite, in fact, as operation of this magnitude would soon shrivel in the sun without the steady flow of profit. There's much more I could say on the matter, but alas, we only have so much time. Let us return to the Aetheryte Plaza and perhaps consider a change of scenery. Godbert Mandeville is like one of the best characters in this goddamn game too. Like anytime he shows up, it's always a treat. Usually during the Mandeville quests. Ho ho ho, around square, yes. So famous for Ah yes, of course. Mount Coral soars majestic over its domain. Have you ever seen it like before? It's like before? I wager you haven't, for this peak that countless visitors climb and descend daily is a construction of my imagination. Do you know what inspired me? Inspired? This was fashioned based on a model? That it was, but I'm not surprised the name wouldn't ring familiar. Mount Coral appears in a classical tale I used to enjoy immensely as a young lad. As a mountain that fed a booming mining industry, you can see how it would inspire the liberal use of explosives for this attraction. We procure our bombs from goblin artisans, thereby extending a unique commercial opportunity to merchants who might otherwise be shunned or feared by others. Naturally, we needed to ensure the explosives would create a thrilling spectacle without risk of injury. I myself spent many a days testing the efficiency of a variety of blasting powders upon my person. Oh, to be so young again. So yeah, this is like the only gate that would happen in this room would be like cliffhanger where you just like climb that. And yeah, there's like not really much of note in here, but like they used it as like a place to go for a leap of faith. Alas, although I could expound upon this topic for moons, I'm sure your readers wish for an article as varied as the saucer itself. Let us return to the Aetheryte Plaza and consider where we might go to next. It's pretty much the leap of faith room at this point. Ho ho, as the name implies, here is where we hold our grandest events. At present, Master Typhon and Yojimbo perform their regularly scheduled show, to the delight of all and sundry. Oh yeah, speaking of this Master Typhon, I've heard that he's a terrifying monster whose sneezes are powerful enough to send someone flying off their feet. Pardon my directness, but does this not pose a danger to your guests? Danger? Why, none at all. You can rest assured that behind Master Typhon's frightening countenance lies the kind heart of a model employee who cares deeply for the safety of our guests. As I remember the day we met fondly, Master Typhon had been ushered into our realm due to an attempt by the Thaumaturge's Guild to summon Voidsent, and after a journey full of twists and turns that yielded him no means to return from whence he came, he decided to seek gainful employment. Once I heard of his story, I knew he would be perfect as one of our attractions. After the requisite job interviews, I hired him on the spot. Albeit, he did get off to a sticky start, unleashing sneeze upon mighty sneeze in alarming succession. However, once I realized he meant only to offer up a reprieve from that day's blistering heat, I thanked him for his kindness, and he has been amenable to constructive criticism ever since. Of course, you know quite well how refreshing Master Typhon's sneezes can be. The tale of your bout with him and Master Ultros are still told to this day. Oh, were I there to witness it myself. Now, as much as I would like to regale you further, I fear I'm on the edge of rambling. Let us conclude our tour of Event Square and return to the Aetheryte Plaza. They just ignore the whole like Chocobo Racing square and the Minion square because it's like on another floor and like a different kind of instance completely. I wish they would like be able to combine that all within like a single floor so you don't have to like map change at all. That would be pretty cool to like have so many attractions on one map, but I think at the time PS3 limitations are the reason why they had to like give it its own floor, so that kind of sucks. Wonder Square was envisioned as a place where our patrons can kick up their feet and take in the wondrous scenery we've arranged for them. The second floor is equipped with a cocktail lounge which offers the realm's finest libations. From what I've heard, this area is among the most popular. Is it true that you even offer games hailing from the Far East? Ho ho ho, just so, our Domain Mahjong has received great acclaim since its introduction here. There is nothing quite like it in all the realm. I suck at Mahjong. I don't understand what the fuck is, like, what you do with Mahjong. I need to learn eventually because they actually locked a music scroll behind it, and I gotta get it. But, like, yeah, this is, like, something that a lot of people really wanted in the game. So if you like Mahjong, Final Fantasy XIV has it. Was brought to my attention by an employee who spent time in the Far East. There is played a simple recreation as a display of hospitality or in fierce competition amongst common folk and nobility alike. Truly it brings me great joy that people can come here to enrich themselves with games from distant lands. I only hope that we can introduce even more games from places far and wide to the people of Eorzea. So the original gates were just like cliffhangers, so like that mountain we saw previously, and the giant cactar we've seen in this room. They're just like simple little platforming games that would be fast and easy to like give a little payout of MGP. But then adding Leap of Faith kind of ruined that all, because those ones like barely even show up anymore. It's always like Leap of Faith now. But there's still so much to see. Perhaps we should return to the Aetheryte Plaza and consider the next part of your hard-won interview. But now we just finished the interview. What are you saying? I've seen enough. Very good. I believe I have more than enough information to write several articles. It's been quite a while since I've spoken of my beloved Gold Saucer at such length. I do hope my ramblings did not bore you. Far from it, Lord Mandeville. I quite enjoyed your anecdotes, as I'm sure will each and every one of the Raven's readers. Ho ho, I am delighted to hear it. We built the Gold Saucer to revitalize commerce and rekindle the spark of joy in people's lives. Laughter and smiles are as much a lifeblood as food and shelter. This place serves to fulfill that all too elusive need. Not only for our patrons, but for our workers who tirelessly keep the Gold Saucer operating smoothly. My greatest hope is for their happiness. I see. A beacon of joy guiding people to smiles they've forgotten. I believe I can use that. Thank you for everything, Lord Mandeville. This interview gave me all I need for a phenomenal article. Oh ho ho, it was entirely my pleasure. May your pen bust forth with inspiration as do the clouds with rain. Or as the Gold Saucer does, with MGP. Do be sure to speak with Ollier on your way out. He has something prepared that I believe will bring a smile to your face. Like gold itself, the ideals which guide this establishment are immutable. I invite the both of you to return whensoever you please. I got ahead of myself there. Read the wrong thing in my brain. Nope. Another leap of faith is up. Ugh, I gotta go do it. I gotta go do it. My plans for this stream are to like kind of at least try and showcase as much as I can with the Gold Saucer. Here's one of the other ones. This is not as bad as the Slifflands. Maybe it's as bad as the Slifflands. Gotta be like very careful with my jumps. There we go. With Final Fantasy XIV, there's kind of like a small jump, a long jump, and a middle jump. But it's like dependent on like how fast you're running forward. It kind of like locks you into the jump. It's kind of like weird to describe, but you just kind of have to like get used to like how long you're holding down the button before you like commit to a jump. Usually you could do like a very small jump by just turning on walking, and then that's all you need. But like, it's like the medium and the long jump rely entirely on like how fast you jump after you run. Okay. That would have been bad. Ugh, okay. My confidence like dissipates whenever I see jumps that are like, okay, that's gonna send you all the way back to the start. Be very, very fucking careful. The goal should be right up here. Yeah, here we go. Touch the goal. And what I can do here, I've touched the goal, I could... missed it. I should have went for the platform before it. Oh well. I'm not hurting for MGP. Like I said, I've hit the cap before. I'll hit the cap again. So grinding MGP is not really that much of a worry for me anymore. At least in the casual sense. I do a lot of like weekly content for the Gold Saucer, which yields a lot more MGP gains than what me idling here and like grinding every 20 or so minutes that a gate happens. Like, it happens like exactly on the hour, 20 minutes after the hour, and then 40 minutes after the hour. So like at least 3 gates per hour. But like ever since they introduced Leap of Faith, like fucking Leap of Faith has dominated the gates that it's so completely unfun. Welcome back. Allow me to thank you once again for answering our invitation. The pleasure was all mine. It was an honor to hear such first-hand accounts from the Gold Saucer's founder. I see now that the amusement center was designed with much care for the people it serves. In fact, I'm thinking of entitling my article The Gold Saucer, Where Hearts of Gold Reign. I hope it will convince more people to come and visit for themselves, and perhaps take with them a heart full of mirth. Of course, I haven't forgotten you, Adventure. I shall make sure to credit you in my article, front and center. Before you depart, allow me to present you with a small token of our appreciation. Our event will be underway for some time yet, so we hope you continue to enjoy all the Gold Saucer has to offer. And we get our own little wind-up Godbert. There we go. Alright, so now some of the more casual activities for the Gold Saucer. You could always come up to the mini Cactpot broker here. And you could buy 3 scratch tickets a day. So the idea behind this is you want to match 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. the highest number you could get or the lowest number you can get when adding all the numbers up is ideal. So that's 3, 2, 9. So we know this isn't going to be 2, 3, 1. So this might be 9, 8, 7. It wasn't. It's just RNG. There's no skill based, and like it's not as hard as it like seems. Okay, this could be a potential 1, 3, 2. It wasn't. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, no luck with the mini Cactpot tickets today. Another thing that we could do here at the Gold Saucer, like, I think it's Friday through Monday. It starts on, like, the weekend and such, but let me swap into this outfit. It's the fashion report. It's like, you usually, like, look up solutions online. People work it out week by week. It basically like gives you some hints of like, okay, this is you need a head that's the wild side, son of a gun for body, the wild side for pants, and fringe benefits for shoes. Now, as long as you get a above 80% score, you're gonna get a lot of MGP. It's a very nice amount to just casually do every week if you don't want to grind Gold Saucer content. So I already have the solution worked out here. Without further ado, let the judging begin. Take your place, my friend, and strike a pose. There was this one challenger earlier. Oh, she was all confidence and had the highest opinion of her own fashion sense. She turned out to be all talk. Let this be a reminder to you. What is without can only be as beautiful as what it is within. Made my decision. Brace yourself. Right, so I got 2 pieces. Usually 2 pieces is all you need to ever get like an 80 or slightly above 80 score. You don't need to go for 100. All you want to do is you want to hit 80 for the max gain of MGP. There's a title associated if you could get a perfect 100 for this weekly little event that happens within the Gold Saucer. But other than that, all you're ever going to need is exactly 2 pieces that qualify, or just 1 piece, and then 2 dies. So just like grab the cheapest piece you can off a city-state vendor if it's available for cheap. And find the 2 dies that they ask for through like other means, like, you know, YouTube videos or what other Final Fantasy resources, like work this out every week. They'll give you the easiest solutions. And see, usually it's like 60k MGP, but it's 96k because we have a 50% gain, and on top of that, I have the jackpot free company action going, so I get even more MGP on top of that. Then we have these like dumb little mini games around here, which I suck at. The super dunk. Finally got one. Ah. I'm not good at this. This is one I basically never play. So another good source for MGP is typically going to your challenge log, and there is a Gold Saucer associated tab, which has a bunch of weekly stuff that you could do to earn further MGP. So basically little gains. Just like playing 3 of these mini games and like getting at least 100 MGP accumulated from any one of them. We'll earn you like a small, nice little amount. It all adds up. I think the most expensive reward right now is 4 million MGP. But there's several rewards that are worth like nearly 1 million, 2 million, and whatnot. A lot of cool mounts come from here too. Eventually they let us buy these for like furniture for within our house, and they actually function like they would in the Gold Saucer, but in houses. But like the problem with these are they're just so massive, they don't fit in houses very well unless you like design around it. And then like most people just want nice looking houses. They don't want this kind of shit. This is my favorite one to do just because it feels easier and faster than the rest of them. That's a Gold Saucer tab. Okay, challenge log. So you can see complete 3 minigames was worth 1,000. Earn 100 MGP from minigames, 1,500. And then there's also some associated for gates, so I casually do 5 gates, but you don't have to complete them. So you could enter Leap of Faith and then exit if you want, just to get the credit for participating in one. And then there's successfully complete 3 gates, in which you will, yeah, you just have to complete 3 in full to get credit for that. So we have another gate spawning soon. Any way the wind blows. Okay, this one's a classic. So any of the attendants with like the bunny outfits, you could essentially talk to. They teleport you to where the next gate is going to take place. And then from there, you can just kind of like wait around. But while we're in here, there's also the Jumbo Cactpot, which is like a week-long lotto where you purchase numbers and then you cash them out. So I got 4th prize, consolation, damn. Well, let's buy my tickets for next Saturday. So I always like to try and do Leet as one of my tickets, because it's been selected as one of the fucking winning tickets before. And I was like, I was so sad that like I didn't think of it sooner. Just like put in a stupid funny number, put in like 8008 or Elite or like fucking something equally as dumb. Anyway, the wind blows used to be the highest paying gate, but like it's a complete random event, kind of like there's no skill involved. You just have to get lucky. my typical yeah, I think it was this one over here. My typical strategy is stand right on this little divot right here in the wing pattern on the floor. And it's the one facing across from the stairs and the aetheryte over here. So yeah, everyone tends to like kind of clump up on these areas. Like they all have their it doesn't always work. Like I said, it's random, so people over there prefer this stack. I don't know if that's the most optimized stack. You're gonna get to see Typhon, who was mentioned in the event story, so that's cool. I don't know if we'll get to see Yojimbo. Let me just hide the HUD. You have the freedom to like kind of move around and reposition if you want. But I just like to stick to a very specific area and just hope for results for this one. I'll probably get blown off the stage in like round 1, so knowing my luck. So it takes, the thing about this skate is you have to, when it pops, you have to immediately get on the stage because it doesn't repeat. So you gotta wait 2 minutes after entering the gate and then it locks and then it begins. Whereas all the other ones, you have like 10 minutes to participate. This one is like a special kind of like boss dodge event. Oh, the big stack got screwed over. Alright, they lost. People scrambling. No! Okay. Damn. Gate failed. No. Okay. Well, let's go see some of the other stuff that the Gold Saucer has to offer. So we did the mini Cactpot. We did the big Cactpot. We did the fashion report. Let me go see. What will the next gate be? Oh yeah, it's still currently being held. So someone out there's Oh, I got some winners on the stage. It just ended. Ah, leap of faith again. Stupid. Here, we'll go to Minion Square. Up here is like Chocobo Square. It's like relegated to its own area. These machines suck. Anyone ever like playing these machines are just botters that are just botting their way to max MGP. So if you ever see anyone playing those are pretty sus. We have Chocobo Square where we could do a Chocobo race. So let's do a Chocobo race. So we have challenges, we have class courses, and we have training courses. It's been a while since I did Chocobo Racing, so I'll really fucking suck at this, but there's an achievement associated with getting a title and the Chocobo mask, if you so desire. You have to be like absolutely fucking insane to want to do that, and of course, I did that. It's a major time sink and ultimately not worth it, but they did make the Chocobo mask dyeable, so you could change its color now at least. Sometimes you get like actual people racing Chocobos, and others you just you don't. A lot of times it's like NPCs. You're kind of like locked into paths too. It's not as open as it seems. You're just kind of like adjusting to the track left or right. No, ah, shit, I missed a really good item. And there's a little bit of a delay on the jump. Okay, finish line is right over here. Ran out of stamina just in time. I didn't beat the NPC, but I beat the other player. So Chocobo Racing is, I guess, fun when you're a new player and you're seeing like all the variety that the Gold Saucer has to offer. So in here we can see this board is shining, so that means the Minions, Lord of Verminion tournament is going on. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to this NPC, register for the tournament. And I have been entered. So Chocobo Racing has some challenge logs associated with it. So 3 races for like 5,000. Lord of Verminion has play it 1 time, 3 times, and 5 times, and it's got a pretty nice payout. So I'll teach you a little hack. Not necessarily a hack, but what I do for Lord of Verminion typically, like when a tournament comes up, usually for like Make It Rain or whatever for the extra MGP, because they give you a lot, and like there's a little minion associated with this that they hand out. Let me summon it real quick. Penguin. The little penguin prince. I think it's just like participate in 3 tournaments and whatnot, and you'll get this little guy. This cute little Emperor Penguin baby. Alright, so Master Tournament. It's kind of like a tactics RPG. People will probably feel overwhelmed looking at it like, oh my god, what are all these rules? Oh my god, this is scrambling my brain. It's easy as hell. You're just gonna want like assign a minion that has a little square icon. That means they destroyed the shield up here. Just immediately spam them. Highlight them, send them over to the shield. And then you want something that also destroys what you can see, the little crystal icon. Well, actually, I'm probably blocking the little crystal icon. So I typically just spawn 3, send them to the right. It's okay that the enemy right here is like doing some bullshit. Alright, 3 have spawned, send them over to the left. Okay, they have finished destroying the shield, so I'll do more damage to the enemy crystals. I'll send them into the mid. Right, here we go, right here. These 2 icons are like the most important icons for this mode. The square and the crystal. These little guys, they're one of the best crystal busters you could get. I don't know if that meta has changed at all. There's like more welfare minions that you could get that essentially do the same thing, but I like to use the ugly duckling and the wind-up Kojin. So if you don't have access to those, like the cherry bomb and the little mammoth that you could like buy as some of your very first minions essentially function the same. The cherry bombs are good at destroying the shield, and the mammoths are pretty much good at destroying the crystals. And just like that, a round is over. You've accumulated 1 win towards the tournament, and you could play against other players if you want, if they're actually queuing. But I like to do the Master Tournament because it's just like NPC AI controlling it. So it's actually, yeah, it's just easier to do that. And then like, if you're lucky, a lot of people haven't done it for that week, so your payout will be higher, and you're more likely to come in like maybe first place or whatever if you want. No one plays Lord of Verminion. It's like forgotten side content, sadly, and they don't really do anything to like change it or add more to it. See, I'll spawn the cherry bombs this time. Each minion has like a specialty in what they combat. And then they all have like unique skills and all that too. So like every time they do add a new minion, they're technically like adding stuff to this game mode. But like I said, no one plays this. It's just an easy way to grind MGP if you so desire. So 3 to the right. The AI always seems to like favor the mid. So that's why I like to send them to the right than the left. Usually the AI will start trickling out one by one down to this crystal, while the middle is being taken care of. So after the shield's done, I like to kind of send my minions to the middle right here, but not engage with the enemy just yet. Let enough of these guys spawn. And if the AI currently has like a bunch of its minions in the middle, if you pinch them like this, it usually like makes the AI freak out, and then they're like, okay, let's send all my minions away from this crystal. And then you basically like take over the middle, and then you're just free to destroy the crystal. As long as there's like something, an enemy minion sitting on top of the crystal, you won't be doing any damage to it, but sometimes the AI will send out like a beefier minion just to like try and block you, but like you won't really struggle too much. This is basically my strategy for cheesing the tournaments, like when I want to gain some MGP when they hold tournaments and such. I want to do about like, yeah, I want to do 5 total, just so I could get the challenge logs. Let's see. Gaily Kitten is also good for destroying shields. The Tender Lamb is good for destroying shields. The Kid Dragora is good for destroying crystals. Like I said, if you don't have the wind-up Kojin, just get it. You could swap this out for anything, really. As long as they have the proper attributes, which these two right here, Shield Destroyer and Crystal Destroyer, are the ideal things that you just want to bring to this mode. And that's all you need when you're fighting an NPC. There's a rock, paper, scissors style weakness, and then there's like a neutral, like more mechanical type of minion that doesn't take increased damage from anything, but doesn't do increased damage to anything. So mammoths do increased damage to beasts, beasts do increased damage to what are they called again? Critters, and then critters do increased damage to mammoths. Let's pinch the NPC in the middle. And it's gonna freak out and see, usually without flaw, every single time. Same behavioral patterns. It knows like it's completely outnumbered in the mid, so it decides to send its resources elsewhere. But occasionally, like, it'll get ballsy and start sending minions towards the middle. But they're easy to deal with. And chase off like that again. And there we go. We got our 3rd win. You could do it however many times you want. I think you have a maximum of like 10 plays of a tournament. Not entirely sure, but as I said, like, I don't have any reason to grind it too much or care. I casually hit the cap all the time. There's also a little challenge mode associated with this as well, where you get a Twintania minion if you could beat all of them. And you can use the same strategy to cheese most of those fights, but some actually have like little gimmicks that break how this mode actually plays, where you're supposed to destroy the 3 enemy crystals. The search eye up here just like blinds your opponent so that they can't see where you're sending your units until like they actually appear when you get in range of like one of their minions. Basically the fog of war. But yeah, just really destroy the shield, send 3 crystal destroyers to the right, the left, and then just pinch the mid with the minions that destroyed the eye. Or the shield. The minions that destroy the shield. And the minions that are spawning down here. So the AI didn't really chicken out this time. Now it's finally chickening out. Sometimes the behavior of the AI changes a little bit. But really, it's like an almost flawless strategy to do it this way. Alright, so they're finished with the crystal, but middle is struggling just a bit because it keeps sending minions to kind of like try and block it. But, you know, just go dump everything in mid, and you won't have any issues. Alright. Let's, we're gonna... Did I select the wrong one? Probably did. No, I'm in the right one. Gatekeeper. Leap of faith again. Woo! Alright, let's join the final master tournament. So my butt's parked right here anyways. You can pretty much queue up for it like anywhere. You don't even need to be in the Gold Saucer. Which is nice. I think you used to have to be in the Gold Saucer to queue for it. But then like they did quality of life shit where you could just queue for it wherever. For the gates, you still need to be in the Gold Saucer, obviously. You guys go take out the shield. You don't even really have to do like any camera work. You could just like manage it all from here and not have to worry about anything. There's like a lot of like intricacies to this mode when you're not cheesing it. Like I said, actual players, like you're never really gonna like fight other actual players, so there's another minion for like winning 50 matches against actual human players. But the odds of like usually finding real human players is so rare that no one has this minion. But I have it. I had some assistance and someone losing on purpose to help me grind for the minion a couple years back. So I'll showcase it after this one. Like when you look at the percentages of players that have minions, it's like basically legendary status because no one has it. Another good thing about the Kojin is it has a heal ability. So it's like extra security in case like you're ever outmatched by the type of minion that's fighting your units. You can kind of like at least heal yourself up and not have to struggle. And there we go. That's 5 out of 5, and that's all that the challenge log requires. If you want more, you could do even more. I'm not gonna do more though. So that's 27,000 normally. But since this is also 50% increase, you could apply that to all these, and it's actually more that we're getting than it shows. Slip lands again. No, fucking. Eat this. I hate it here. The little The little Cactar trophies are basically just they add a little bit more MGP to what you can get. They're optional, like if you want to like try and go out of your way to score a little bit more MGP, make a little bit more riskier jumps and all that. I can't be fucking asked most of the time though with this shit. I hate Leap of Faith. Anyone in their right mind hates Leap of Faith. Stop making new Leap of Faith maps. Think of other minigames, please. They're not fun. They're annoying. They take too much time to complete. And you have to queue for them too. That's the worst. I was gonna be so pissed if I didn't make that goddamn jump. Okay, I don't want to overshoot that because that was like risky right there. The layouts of the maps do change from time to time. Oh my god, it's still so fucking far away. It's like, who playtested this shit? If I fall, I have to like fucking restart all the way from the beginning. I hate Slip Lands. I hate it here. It looks fantastic, but it fucking plays like ass. Alright, here we go. The sideways jumping for security. Overshot it, god damn it. And turn on walking for this one. That depends on like how distant the jumps are, but like usually a full walk sideways, like facing your camera like this, will make it kind of easy to do it properly. Okay, oh fuck. Do I beef it? Do I beef it? Let's hope I don't beef it. Oh, thank God. So I've touched a goal. I can now try for this. And no. Ah well. There. You don't need to exit by touching the goal. You just can exit from abandoning the duty as long as your character physically enters the goal and you see the little animation that says you completed it. Then you can leave safely if you mess up any jump. So don't get greedy and go for like the golden Cactar statue and then like have to do everything all over again. Just do that final crapshoot after you've touched the goal. Ah. So I have one more gate to do before I have finished participating in 5 gates for the week. I wouldn't suggest doing the Chocobo races, sadly. They're kind of like, it occupies too much time and it's not worth it. Like, you could do the fucking... You could do Lord of Verminion, like, super easy. Oh, we'll get to see an open tournament. So I gotta kill some time, though. So Triple Triad is also probably the biggest feature of the Gold Saucer, and you get cards from doing basically almost every piece of content out there based on the characters and the bosses, and dungeons and raids and all kinds of stuff. I'll show you another way to grind in case you don't want to do like the tournament play to get your 5 wins for a week, because sometimes like the window isn't open to do a tournament. So you do the Verminion challenge. You go have at least Little Big Beast, which is stage 4 unlocked. This one is easy to spam. This mode of the gameplay, this mode of the game functions a little bit differently because it spawns like bosses and such. And you kind of like have to adapt and move things around and pay attention a lot more. So usually the good one to spam is like Wind Up Gentleman, which is Hildebrand, son of Godbert. So just wait for them all to spawn. You don't destroy stones, you just have to kill the giant Gabu boss. And it's early enough in the tutorial and fast enough that you're able to just like... It's like a minute or two. It's faster than like playing the game naturally to get your wins for the challenge log. Alright, I can send these guys out. So they do increased damage to it because beasts are weak against mammoths. He already has like super high attack for a minion too. He's like super easy to get as long as you do the side quest for all the Hildebrand stuff in the Realm Reborn. And once they have their ability proc, he has an attack and defense increase too, so that speeds it up even more. And there you go. Fast and easy win. So for playing like 50 wins, I think, in a tournament against other players or like in just other players in general, I don't think it has to be a tournament. You get the Shallow Eye, which is this little evil eye chicken dude right here. A very cute minion. You never see anyone with it because it's so rare for this reason. But I have it. Then the Twintania. Clockwork Twintania. You get it for completing all 24 challenges of Lord of Verminion, which are like more of like PvE. That I just showcase like what the Gabu is from. So it's not the world's prettiest minion, but you know, it's there if you like collecting minions and you want to unlock stuff. And if you need an easy setup right here, we have the Minion Trader. Purchase with Gil, Cherry Bomb destroys the shield, and Mammoth 001 is a good Crystal Destroyer. They're just slower than the other ones, because each minion has like its own set speed too, so the faster you are, the faster you could like kind of get through your matches to maximize MGP every week and cheese the tournaments faster. Now, for having done the event, there is the campaign attendant right here. So they have like some of the various rewards you could get for a discounted price on this NPC. But I pretty much like own everything already. The Senorita Sabotender minion makes its return. You could get a discounted Crystal Tower Striker, Monster Toss machine, Kuffaker machine, the Moogle's Paw machine, Out on a Limb machine, the Finer Miner machine, the Cactar Stool, Cactar Roundtable, Moogle Balloon, Gold Saucer Attendant card, Roland card, and Gigi card. These are all exclusive to the event items, like right here. So I really just kind of stock up on some. These only come around like once a year. Other Gold Saucer event, past events have like given us like really cute emotes. So let me see if I can find them real quick. There's so many emotes that I have. And I've forgotten what they're called. God damn it. Did I have them favorited? Where are they again? No. I know there's Senior Sabotender Dance. The Eureka. The what? No. WoW's not from that. That's something else. Vexed. I like the Vexed one. What was last year's again? It was like... I'm killing time because they're gonna do the open tournament for Triple Triad. Everyone's most favorite Gold Saucer activity. What was last year's? Was it Show Off? No, let's just go show off some of the Gold Saucer mounts real quick. So, some of the stuff that you can get from the Gold Saucer. This boy right here. I like this boy. One of the bigger rewards that you can get, I think this guy is worth 2 million MGP. He was very, very expensive. He used to be the most expensive mount. It's a really great mount. Large, obnoxious, gets everyone's attention. Then we have... what did I... I have so much stuff that's always like hard to like... This used to like be the original gold saucer mount, like one of the highest things you could get, which by now it's like the most pathetic mount. It's super cheap and easy to get, and it also does this too when it flies. It'll make you dizzy. I don't like using this mount. You got the Fenrir. This used to be one of the more expensive mounts, I think at, what was it, 1 million MGP before the giant Sabotender mount came out. You had the Archon throne. This was another one. More of a medium-sized mount. We have a Typhon. He's another gold saucer reward. There's gotta be another one that I'm forgetting about. Oh, Blackjack. This seats 4 people. This is the most expensive gold saucer mount that you could currently get. And then... Let's see. Depending on what content you do, it unlocks the Pod 602 from Nier. So if you want this thing as a mount, you have to do the Nier content, and they kind of just like shove it onto the NPC without telling you that it's available. The Gold Saucer was kind of associated with the Yokai Watch event, which it always like comes back every so often. They've made it easier every time it's come back. This used to be a very difficult mount to achieve. Now it's kind of like a joke. And then like you got the base version of it, which doesn't glow or have the little Jibanyan on it. And then when they do return the Final Fantasy 15 event, it's also done through the Gold Saucer, so you always like want some MGP on hand to be able to purchase it. It's not anything too terribly expensive. It's around like 200 MGP every time they re-air the event. It seats 4 people, so compared to the Blackjack, it's a cooler looking mount. It's not really doing Final Fantasy like fan service and whatnot like the Blackjack is, but like, it's a fucking car. Of course you want the car. Alright, here we are back at the Gold Saucer. Did I forget any minions to show off? I mean, any mounts to show off? Was it prize 2? No, it was prize 3? Yeah, okay. That was the Adamantoise Tortoise, the Pod 602, Archon Throne, Pokor Colossus, Typhon, Fenrir, Sabotender, and Blackjack, yeah. And then we got like hairstyles that you can get, we got emotes that you can get, we have gold parasol, fashion accessories, angel wings, chocobo bardings, and like all kinds of like little minions to get too. They got music scrolls. There's like a whole bunch of like rewards that you can get. Alright, so let's go for the open tournament. This was new content they added a while back, and there's an achievement associated with it. I think it's 150 wins, and you get the Gold Saucer Parasol if you manage to win 150 rounds, but it's annoying because what, it takes place every like 2 or 3 hours or whatever, so you kind of like gotta know and be around and keep track of it and all that, and then it's like the skill and like RNG if like you even win enough matches or not. So first thing when that came out, I made sure to grind it. You see there's like a little triple Triad card stuck underneath of it. It's a very gaudy umbrella. You don't see a lot of people using it just because of like how much of a pain in the ass it is to earn. While we're waiting for the queue to pop, we'll do some triple Triad matches here. So I'm not even gonna pretend to like really know the rules of most triple Triad matches. There are rule sets that I quite frankly don't really understand. But 3 open shows you like 3 of the enemies. Order means you have to go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are easy enough rules to understand. Simple enough. It's currently 2 a.m. I forget, does the open tournament even like pop if there's like no one around? I think it has NPCs you could fight against. Okay, Ascension meaning like if it dictates like a little symbol in the upper right corner, then it gains +1, and then 9 becomes 10 essentially. I don't think an ace will work. No, it doesn't. So that's a +1 as well. So I don't have anything that could deal with that. So now it's a +2. Oh. Let's get out of this horrid match. Yeah, there's so many NPCs around the world that you could like go and like fight triple Triad against, and like you could collect cards from them. And they're always adding more, so it's like a little collectathon if you want to go across the entire world. And yeah, plus is the worst, where you have to remember what the cards equal. I wonder what the rules of this are gonna be again. Get a nice smoother version of the triple Triad song. I think right here, the game is waiting for everyone to enter. Okay, we have draft, reverse, and 3 open. Okay, we have to choose our cards, so... I'll go with these 2 right here. Right. What would it recommend? I usually like to take command of corners if I can. Yeah, I think that's what I previously had. Lower the values, the better. Wait, it was reverse, right? Did I just fuck myself over? I already forgot the rules. It is reverse, it is reverse. Oh, fuck. Okay, I just fucked myself. But that's okay. Okay, it's my opponent's turn. God damn it, me. Whoops. I'll just take the center. Oh, your poor ace. My brain is still remembers all the rules from when I brain rotted for a month straight and decided to devote my life to it. At one point, everyone devotes their fucking life to triple triad. It's the goddamn worst. Okay. Draw. There's someone in the tournament whose name is Booty Waxer. God damn it. What? Oh, God. Okay, waiting for everyone else to finish up their matches. That's also the most annoying part of this, is just like how much time it takes up. It's like asking you a lot to like get that umbrella, and the umbrella isn't even worth it in the long run. It's only if you like have the collector's autism that I do. Did everyone just draw? I guess everyone came to a draw. No one won any of their matches. I've had that triple triad brain rot though before, where it's just like I just keep, like they've increased the odds of like NPCs giving you specific cards and like cards dropping in certain boss battles and such. Looks like this person built a high deck too. So it's my turn. Please capture the top. Please capture the top. Please capture the top. I have a cool move that I could do if you capture the top. Alright, secured that one. But still losing. This is probably a loss if he uses this right here. Yeah. Oh well. I should have read the rules better and remembered. Let me take a drink of my cherry Coke. I think it's everyone, yeah, they get 3 matches of this. And if you're fast enough, you could like exit and queue back up again for some more matches. So that's like what makes it annoying to like wait for everyone else. It's a struggle in patience. Me screaming at the screen while you pick the cards. Yeah, I don't have really good cards. I was stupid and I didn't think this through. I had the streamer brain rot of me not making wise decisions. Plus I have a headache and it's like 2 a.m. Give me a break. Oh, this guy saw the Cloud Strife and fucking went for it. Alright, slam the fat Chocobo down in the center. I think he wants me to capture. Because then that'll be an easy capture for him. Hopefully he doesn't have anything sideways that could be less than that. Probably screwed on this. I'm definitely screwed on this. Yeah, I'm screwed. We drawed. I think when I grinded this out a long time ago, a lot of matches ended in draws because everyone has to pick from, like, random cards. Yeah, fucking Lalafell just like peek over the table like that. I don't think they get like little step stools. People lose their shit over Lalafell furniture. That whole like thing that's happened with the person screaming over the baby chair. And then you get like 2 silver Triad card packs for participation. Whoa, cards that I've already have and I don't have any use for. But hey, when you get doubles of cards, you just come over here to the Triple Triad Trader. And you can sell doubles for some extra MGP. So activities outside of the Gold Saucer can eventually like kind of just give you a little MGP every once in a while if you get doubles of cards from dungeons that you no longer need. What is the next gate gonna be? NB4, Leap of Faith again. I will scream if it's Leap of Faith. The slice is right, okay. I think we'll be able to end it on Yojimbo. So the challenge log. After 3 Chocobo races, win a Chocobo race, win 10 Chocobo races, play Triple Triad 10 times, play Triple Triad 10 times, the winner is you. Win 10 Triple Triad matches, play 5 Triple Triad matches in the Battle Hall, win 3 Triple Triad matches in the Battle Hall. So I'll showcase the Battle Hall. This is a nice little place to queue into. And basically anyone in here that wants to play Triple Triad, like you could do a player versus player in here, or just play against these NPCs. I got like 5 minutes until the next gate happens. So I should be able to like grind out these matches for that. My brain was basically on like, oh, high numbers equals good. Do more high numbers. Sorry for my pitiful display of skill in Triple Triad. The open tournaments are fun, like, once you get into the right mindset for them. Like, I've been off of the Triple Triad horse for a long time, so I'm very rusty at the game. Making dumb moves left and right. I've been playing like NPCs for months, essentially, so like I get used to the NPCs being pretty stupid. Which is to say, I'm pretty stupid. Looking at me like place down half of these cards. Fucking anyone is like just screaming at me like, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell? It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Look at that. All blue cards. Wasted my ace, but oh well, who cares? I'm winning. I'm winning. It'd be cool if I showcased Mahjong, but I don't know how to play Mahjong, so I'm not gonna showcase Mahjong. I'm just gonna say, if you like Mahjong, it's in this game. You don't even have to, you know, pay a subscription fee to even get to the Gold Saucer or anything. This is like very early game content. You could just like reach what, level 20 is where you need access to the Gold Saucer. And basically, you could just fucking play the Gold Saucer if you want. You don't have to do anything else. See, a challenge log was play 5 triple tries in the battle hall. Yeah. Quick travel to the gate. Now, the Slice is Right is more of a skill-based gate, and I think I've only ever won it once, but I'm not usually like AFK in the Gold Saucer as much as I used to be. So me coming across it is typically like very rare. Not big brain enough to remember the card values. One more minute. Stretching. Should drink some water too. Trying to remember, is there anything else I'm forgetting about the Gold Saucer? Show Chocobo battles, Lord of Verminion, Fashion Report, the tournament and how that works for Lord of Verminion. Triple Triad in the Battle Hall. I don't think there's a tournament currently open for Triple Triad, sadly. They have tournaments for Triple Triad, too. And here we go. The Slice is Right. We get to see Yojimbo. This one's really hard to survive. I know what to look for, but it's so easy to get lost in the chaos of it. Typically, you want to like hang out on the outer rings and try and be precise as you can with running around. There's gonna be giant bamboo stalks that, if they have multiple slices, they fall down in a circular AoE. If they have a singular slice, then they fall down like a tree. And it's all just like a matter of like calculating, like, okay, it's gonna fall that way, and then that one is gonna like fall all around it. Stay away. You'll see what I mean. It's a lot to keep track of. It starts with 1 bamboo stalk and then ultimately ends with 4. And then there's also an RNG check in the middle that could just like fail you if the game just hates you. Am I a clicker? What do you mean? Do I click all my abilities? Yeah, I have like I remember some numbers, and then like I'm just like I just click on other ones. I'm not a super skilled Final Fantasy XIV player. I don't have that sort of a natural ability to just like do everything flawlessly. I'm a very flawed player. Yeah, it's a hotbar clicker. I'm one of those scumbags. Here he is, man of the hour. Great. Don't get wrung out. Okay. See, when he slices it like that, falls in a circle. So those are gonna... There we go. Oh shit, oh shit, shit. Okay, I'm not bothering with these. You can go for a little extra MGP, but if the dog jumps on that pile of gold, you're gonna get your ass knocked out like they just did. You want to be greedy for that extra MGP? Well, you're gonna pay for it. Okay, more bamboo. Okay, we're safe here. Now we're up to 3. Okay. Fucking shit's stressful. Alright. We've reached 2/3 of the way. Now here's where it turns into an RNG crapshoot. You're gonna get nothing, you're gonna get a pile of gold, or you're gonna get the dog. And the dog's gonna knock you off the stage. I don't think it actually matters which one here, because it's just completely random. There's no way to keep track. I like to test my fate and stand directly in the middle. Let's see, what did I get? MGP doubled. Yeah, like if you stand directly in the middle like that, you have a chance that it's just gonna like always give you the gold. Alright, we're still at 3. It's gonna pick up to 4 within the last few rounds. Okay, here we go. 4. Now it's like impossible to keep track of like where all the fucking shit. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Yeah, this is such a hard gate to survive, but I did wish for this a long time ago, that they would give us like more encounters that were like boss fights to survive. Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4 rounds with... No, it has to be like maybe 3 with the 4 bamboo stalks. Farewell, Yojimbo. You are one of the you were one of the coolest summons. And usually during the Make It Rain event, they tend to have like NPCs from the story walking around, but I haven't really noticed any this year yet. I know if you look up here, Hildebrand is like usually around. I don't know what that's a shadow of. It's nearly 2:30 a.m. You see people like just like to hang out up there after they do cliffhanger. What will the next gate be? Oh wait, you're not one I can interact with. This is a little area up here that's just you know, golden statue of Godbert, Mandeville. Not really anything here besides like, you know, roleplay stuff. We got Mahjong over here. People keep telling them, Blitzball, add Blitzball. We want Blitzball. I don't want Blitzball. I don't think Blitzball will be any fun if they do add it to this game. Oh yeah, something else I didn't show about the fashion report is this little boutique NPC right here. After you accumulate enough points, like a hidden like point accumulation, it kind of like unlocks some like extra glamours like you use and like just some extra furniture if you want for your house and whatnot. Nothing too amazing. You get an emote and a music scroll out of it too. So sadly I didn't get to showcase every single one of the gates, so there of course is the cliffhanger, which is more of a simplified platformer that has been in the game since the inception of the Golden Saucer. And then Leap of Faith came much later and kind of took priority over these two simpler cliffhanger gates. And yeah, I hate the fact that they're instancing Gold Saucer content, because the main draw of the Gold Saucer used to be like you could AFK in here and do gates in between your dungeon queues and whatnot. But now like you kind of have to do it full time. See, another Leap of Faith will be next, so fuck that. We ain't doing Leap of Faith again. Add some more variety to the Gold Saucer, god damn it. They used to have a stealth mission gate where you would have to like carry a vase that would break if you fell from a tall height, and there were NPCs that you had to like sneak behind and deliver the vase to like a NPC across the Gold Saucer. They need to bring something like that back. Just have a stealth mission where we gotta avoid like all these like patrols and stuff. I'm sad that they removed that gate. I think that's the only one that they've removed to this day, and like Leap of Faith just keeps getting more and more priority as time goes on, and it sucks. Leap of Faith sucks. There's also a little like first-person on-rails shooter where you're shooting targets, but luckily, well, I haven't had the luck to get that one to appear, sadly. Actually, let's get the Godbert minion out. So that'll about do it for this Final Fantasy stream. So, not the longest event, as they usually aren't too long. But the Gold Saucer is a sizable chunk of content that I feel like most people shouldn't ignore, at least if you're like one of those like people that like playing a game to collect vanity things. And you like little side optional content. Gold Saucer is really cool for that. I wish more MMOs would have this kind of stuff. I know I played World of Warcraft for years and like, they never had anything like the Gold Saucer. I know there's like a bunch of other MMOs that have probably had like Gold Saucer like events. I know Maple Story 2 for a while, when that was a enclosed beta and I was playing it and all that. They had like a similar kind of function, but it wasn't like a central hub area, I don't think, for little mini games and stuff. I feel like it's good MMO design to have like Gold Saucer like venues for the players to go to and hang out between content. Nothing too serious. It rewards things that don't affect the gameplay at all besides vanity. It's nice to have. It's nice to have. And like I said, if you ever want to play the game, it's very early content. I think level 20 and you unlock it basically, which is nothing. You won't have to pay any money to be able to access any of its content, I'm pretty sure. Since it technically counts as a Realm Reborn, no matter how much content they add, it's always gonna have accessibility for anyone who owns a Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, which are of course free. So yeah, that'll do it for this Final Fantasy XIV Make It Rain campaign event stream. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. Have a good night. Thank you for watching on YouTube or Twitch through the VODs. And I'll see you next time. I don't know what I'll be streaming next, but I'll figure something out. So take it easy and have a good night. Farewell. Bye-bye. I fucking good song. Brain rot. Okay, bye bye. Good night.